Hey, Adam. Did something go down at the train station? Smiley said the police tried to kill him, then a few minutes later, Miller stormed out of here. What happened?
Smiley thought they were destroying evidence, but they weren't. They were just doing their job.
Did they give you any grief?
They didn't notice me. I went in there and got the evidence Smiley wanted and got out.
Just that easy, huh?
Could have been worse.
I guess. Miller didn't seem to be having a good day either. He stormed out of here after having a little chat with the new psychologist. Are they getting you to talk to her too?
Yeah, that's partly why I'm here. Have you spoken to her yet?
No. As if I don't have enough to worry about, now I have another person to convince that my stress levels shouldn't keep me off the field. I'm ready for active duty.
You'll get there, Arya. Keep at it.
Always. Stress levels won't stop me forever.
Good. You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know, but Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation getting used to...
Don't give up, Arya. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
Do you know where Miller went?
He didn't say. He just ran past, didn't even look at me.
State police want to talk to him?
I don't know. He's under a lot of stress right now. And I don't think all of it's coming from work. He never talks about his personal life, but... He used to stop and talk to me on his way out of the office. Hasn't done that in a while. Hope he's okay.
I should get back to it.
Okay, Adam. Stay safe out there.
Always.
Adam, I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and... Well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask. Are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system. In patients with neuroprosthetics...
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries' security division. David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
Are you asking me or telling me?
Which would you prefer? Not everyone's as familiar with U.S. history as you Americans would like to believe, you know.
Where are you from, Doc?
We're discussing your file, remember? So, it was David Seraph who had you augmented after anti-Aug extremists attacked the company?
I may not have chosen to be augmented, Doctor, but I'm alive today because of it.
And living in a world where people fear and hate the augmented. You know, in the eyes of society, you've become the enemy, Adam. Which actually leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? This isn't about Augs versus Naturals, Delara. This is about terrorism. And in my book, there's no excuse for the taking of innocent lives, no matter the reason.
So if Talus Recker ordered his people to do this, then...
It's my job to bring him in, not to judge whether he's guilty or innocent.
Well, look, I think it's safe to say that you have all your faculties about you. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
Thanks again for going over your file with me.
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
They didn't seem to be in a talkative mood, so I left them alone.
See? Without my expert advice, you might be dead right now, Adam. A stitch in time saves 9.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data, and I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
Take it easy. How's it going?
These guys might as well be ghosts. Thanks for taking care of those conspiracy nuts, Jensen. Man, the thought of someone knowing where we are, I mean, I'm supposed to be digging into this Janus hacking collective, but I can't do that if I keep looking over my shoulder, waiting for the next bomb to go off.
Any progress on Janus?
Why? What have you heard?
Don't get jumpy. Just curious.
Janus has officially hacked into my sleep. I wake up trying to figure out who's tracking who. Sometimes I think I'm this close, and then nothing.
And what's that?
The less I talk about how it's going, the better it seems to be going.
You were brought in specifically to track down Janus. You ever worked with them in the past?
I'm not one for collective ideals. Chang looks out for Chang. Sometimes our routes ran parallel, ships in the night kind of deal.
Is the collective as big a threat as people say?
People like to romanticize these kinds of hacktivist organizations.
But you don't see it that way.
They're anonymous, powerful, and convinced they have a stranglehold on what's right and wrong. In my opinion, that makes them very dangerous.
How did you get started here exactly?
Miller came to me in prison, helping him set up a... No. Me.
Get some sleep.
Problem with a collective is that they brand
Somewhere in this
themselves
city, there's a
online
mob
robbing
on
Two mobsters in the
casinos.
morgue right now, members of the same family, who apparently shot him. That leads to some pretty horrifying speculation.
The people studying the train station.
Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting...
Just passing.
You're thinking the Jinn can... I don't...
I think Director Miller's making a mistake putting resources finding these Dubai movers.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Somewhere in this city, there's a mob-owned casino in the sewer.
Gonna take them a while.
You didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
Nice coat.
Hlavně v klidu.
You want me to keep giving you updates every few minutes?
Copy that.
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
They got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower, too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Versalife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because Ark don't operate in North America.
They're setting up Ark, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
Sounds to me like Miller's following orders. It also sounds like he's not happy about it.
Alright, whatever. Maybe he's just a stooge. You can't say the same about the man he's talking to.
His boss, Joseph Manderley.
Director of TF-29 operations worldwide. The only person at Interpol higher than him is the General Secretariat.
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about Versalife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. Versalife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? Versalife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with Ark? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Miller, we still going to Gollum City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
These assholes tried it.
Switch off patrol.
Not finding anything.
We are getting overtime in hazard pay, right?
Yeah, I know.
Nothing suspicious here.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Human Restoration Act. This legislation is all over the
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Life-saving medical transport will get them through. They realized they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected millions of workers lost Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations.
Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? Got an ID?
Couldn't see his face, but the bags are the same ones used by Tallis Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilec complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's chicane now.
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. ARC territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police?
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Golem City. He bought his way in.
Blackmail would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis, one that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utelek complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his father. Smart. So how do I get in?
I've made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district, number 237. Any questions?
You really believe ARC is responsible for these attacks? For all of them?
ARC has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Golem City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
Golem isn't a concentration camp. You grease the right palms, you can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to tell us, Rucker, and bring him in, Agent.
You ask me, Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor, with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
No. I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
Still have some things I need to take care of before we leave.
All right. Go on then. Get your shit sorted.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. initiated. Access granted.
You. Go away. You people.
Take my advice.
Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure that... But with the United Nations... and a good doctor will change his duty. Your guess is...
Daylight's wasting, boy. In case you haven't noticed. You good to go yet?
Let's do this.
Good. Strap in.
But still we have no answers. No one has yet claimed responsibility. Dr. Talos Rucker, the leader of ARC, posted a letter condemning the attack. Sources close to the investigation, however, tell me that Rucker and ARC may be behind it after all. I don't know about you folks, but with the upcoming...
Interesting pre-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss. Jensen, still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? I was in Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen, I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.
There's a deluxe.
I'm only trying.
Are you lost? Or just passing through?
Fucking...
I don't suppose you've got any neuropazine you can spare, do you?
I have what you're looking for. The new boss isn't cheap, nor is it easy to come by.
Fresh off the boat and already fitting in. Fine. But cash is a pretty scarce resource around here. I prefer dealing in information.
What kind of information?
Give me the neuropazine first, and we'll see.
Here. Now what have you got for me?
There's a so-called market in this complex. On your way to it, you'll probably see some storage units.
I'm listening.
One of them belonged to a patient of mine. A freedom fighter. Who no longer needs it. You might find something useful inside. Here's the code.
Check it out.
Word of advice? You might want to keep a low profile tonight. Golem City can be sketchy in the best of times. This definitely isn't one of them.
Why? What's happened?
Haven't you heard? Terrorists try to blow up Ruzika Station. And even though people here couldn't have had anything to do with it, the cops need someone to blame.
Where I come from, cops are supposed to be the good guys.
What planet is that? Because where I come from, the police have been militarizing for years, wasting money and inciting deep levels of mistrust between them and the very people they're supposed to protect.
Is that what's happening in Golem City?
It's happening all over the place. Cops in Golem are a special breed. They control everything here. Food, drugs, neuropazine, and not all of them think very highly of Azars.
These cops, they're looking for members of ARC?
We're all members of ARC to them, one way or another.
Sounds like you support ARC.
Why shouldn't?
Okay.
That may be true.
I'm getting the impression that you see ARC and Talos Rucker as...
I met Talos years ago in India. We were both humanitarian aid volunteers back then.
Is he a good man? The press paints him as a narcissist.
He has his faults, but I wouldn't believe everything you see on Packers News.
Does he visit this area of the complex much?
You know, you've been asking me an awful lot of questions.
It's just that I heard Rucker didn't get augmented voluntarily, so I'm wondering how that kind of experience colors a man's perspective around people who did.
Talus was always passionate about the ability of neuroaugmentations to heal people's bodies and souls. His accident only strengthened his beliefs.
Is he still an idealist, then? After everything that's happened?
Listen to his daily broadcasts. He believes people will usually do the right thing in time. They just need to discover what the right thing is.
I see. Well, thanks for the warning, Doc.
I hope you'll take it to heart.
I need a hit. Fuck.
Someone turn up the damn heat. Your temperature is a little high. Are you feeling chills?
Fucking